past videos, you've seen my left hand get wasted twice. And that's because our plans are pretty extreme. And they have to be, because we might be confronting something that's 500-600 pounds, stronger than hell. And my old team suffered injuries as well. And the thing is this: you don't suffer injuries when the only plan you have is to stick a camera in that tree, maybe lay a microphone over there in a bush. You know, that's the easy way out, and the results are never anything conclusive. Now that, I guarantee you, is wood knocking. And it sounds like something's getting closer. Stand here in the sand. Because the sand doesn't make any noise. Okay, so the wood knocking is coming out in this area here. I can't tell if that's wood knocking or if there's somebody out there pounding a post or something. Coming this way, so maybe you can hear it. Okay, I know that they're still logging over there, so maybe it could be the loggers too. Anyway, so what I was getting at was we know that branch is covering the path. We know those branches are covering. Are they covering from going that way or this way? My guess is not supposed to go this way. The killer lives. Russian Yeti. The killer lives. Catchy, but not exactly true as far as there's never been any proof that a Yeti's killed anybody. Nor a Bigfoot. Now, people that went out hiking, and why they chose to go to the Ural Mountains in wintertime, 1959, is a little beyond me, but there was a picture that one of the hikers took, and looks like, well, obviously there's some type of human-shaped creature standing next to a tree. Now, whether that's a Yeti or a soldier, who knows? They found the bodies kind of scattered all over the place, and if these people panicked and ran and they all got wiped out, that tells me that there was more than just one thing wiping them out. And the one possibility that they failed to bring up was it could have been poachers. You know, a poacher's just going to take you out at distance. And if it's one poacher, he's not even going to take you out at distance because it's too much a pain in the ass. And what I mean by that is shoot your ass. That's not to say that those people weren't shot. I'm only speculating that there could be some type of a cover-up as far as how they died, which that would make a lot more sense to me than just about anything else. And you know, you might kind of want to be hush-hush about people being out there and getting shot, because then you have to send the troops out there to find out who the hell shot them. And again, this is 1959, and if you can get away with not having to send a hell of a lot of people out to try to solve something, because that costs a lot of money, you're a lot better off hiding bits of evidence. The Russian Yeti folks, they were examining the tent, and there were slits cut in the tent where the hikers would look out. Now, those slits could have been made the first night when there was really no trouble. And then they're covering the bigger slits where they were in a hurry to get out of their tent. Well, you know, there's another way to look at that, and that is maybe somebody was cutting their way into the tent. It would make more sense that the hikers panicked and they just wanted to get out ASAP, but it is a possibility that they could have been surrounded, and the intruders slit the tent open to get the hikers out. You know, that's part of me being an analyst survivalist. I don't see everything through a narrow hole. I look at the whole, I look at the big picture. It was a damn lizard. You have to keep in mind that no matter what happens, it makes sense. Some way or another, it's always going to make sense. Whether it be a couple of unknown primates or poachers or some type of military style folks, you never know what the hell is going to happen to you out in an area like that. Apparently these hikers weren't as prepared for danger as much as they should have been, or maybe they were and they did the best they could, but their best wasn't good enough. And then you have the Himalayan Yeti, which has been proven 100% to exist through DNA analysis. Dr. Brian Sykes, Oxford University did the test and found that the DNA relates to a jawbone from a polar bear that was discovered to be about 40,000 years old from the Norwegian Arctic. So fortunately, and that bone wasn't found very, very long ago, so fortunately everything just kind of fell into place to be able to take the hairs. There were hairs found in the Himalayas that the DNA came from, that they were able to match to that jawbone. So apparently the Yeti is some type of polar bear. Brand new species, or actually an old species that didn't go extinct. But Sykes himself, at least from reports that I read, said it's very important to form an exhibition and go out there and find one of these things, bring it back alive. And when that news broke out, who cares? It didn't really go anywhere. And years ago, I had a production company ask if I wanted to go to the Himalayas to find a Yeti, and I said, "I'll tell you what, so I'll go there and do that under the conditions that once we're done there, we come back here and we find an unknown primate or what's believed to be a Bigfoot Sasquatch, because I'm an American. This is America. Let's see if we can prove the existence of that creature." And for some reason, production wasn't too happy with that. I don't know if they had their. I don't know if their idea was that they were going to do a complete season on Jim out there trying to find a Yeti out in the Himalayas. I would still do it under those same terms and conditions. Even if you find a Russian Yeti, well, that's going to be exciting for about a whole 2 weeks, and that's going to be the end of that. And it's because we don't care about what the hell's over there, we care about what the hell's here. The one video that I've ever seen that kind of puts you to question of what type of primate are you seeing is the Tantalus Range, British Columbia, Canada, taken I guess about 2 or 3 years ago. See a primate, that includes human, walking through a little valley covered in snow. And whatever it was It was making some good time. What I found kind of interesting about that video that didn't make any sense to me as far as it being human was the direction of travel and the speed. As far as it being an unknown primate in terms of Sasquatch or Bigfoot, then it would make sense for it to go in the direction that it did at the speed that it did. And how that makes sense, I'm not going to tell you. There's a bush over here that's moving. Nothing out here for that bush is moving. Yeah. Yeah, am I going to go over there and check it out? No. Because what I am going to do is get the hell out of here and go get something to eat. I've already been out here, well, let me tell you, a little over 5 hours.